I've used up nearly all the memory on my phone now, I should think, with all of my introductions. So this is going to be the last one. Hello everyone, my name is Paula and this is the Stitched by Mrs. D podcast. It's all about knitting and crochet. I've got an Etsy shop. It's my full-time job, keeping it open and keeping it I was going to say stocked, but I haven't got any stock in it at the moment. I make project bags, teddy bears, and I run a teddy bear club as well, where you get a mystery teddy bear or animal. Well, you know what animal you're going to get, you just don't know what colours it's going to be dressed in. But I'll tell you more about that at the end, because I leave that section just in case you don't want to hear about the stuff I've got in my shop. I made a mess of it, but I'm going to have to keep going, I'm afraid, because I can't do it again. I posted a picture on Instagram of Jasper here. He made a lovely pile of my stuff that I was going to talk about. And then I sat down, got the video ready to record, and I realised I had blue teeth and a blue tongue. I don't know if I've still got them. I'm not going to show you. So I've had to wait for that to go. I've had to drink some hot drinks to get rid of the colour. I've brushed my teeth twice. So if my teeth look a funny colour, so I went to Alton Towers at the weekend. I bought my mum and dad 2 sticks of rock. They were red, white and blue in the colour of the Alton Towers logo, and I've just eaten them both whilst cleaning the house. I dropped them on the floor on purpose, smashed them up and just ate them. And then I sat down to do this and realised that they'd stained me, so I had to wait for that to pass. It still hasn't quite passed, so if you think I've got a funny coloured mouth, that's probably why. Oh, also, Lizzie, she's my little girl. She is absolutely obsessed with Friends, and she found out that you can buy the lipstick that Joey advertises, Ichiban lipstick for men, and it's blue, and I'd put a bit of that on as well, so I look really blue. I just saw it in her bedroom and I thought I'm going to try that. It's not, it doesn't look that bad. Maybe blue's my colour. I do like blue. I like navy blue though. Yeah, we've been to Alton Towers. We went at the weekend. We were supposed to go a couple of weekends ago over half term, but circumstances beyond our control meant that we couldn't go. So we went this weekend. Had a lovely time, and can you believe what I did though? I was walking in. The car park is quite away from the theme park. I'd say it's about a 10 or 15 minute walk. I was walking up this sort of, I'm going to exaggerate now, I'm going to call it a slope. And there's a path, but also like a soiled area. Soiled, that makes it sound like it's been used as a toilet. No, it's mud. A muddy area, but not like it's dry mud because we haven't had any rain for ages. And they've got these big trees and all these roots are like growing out of the ground. I tripped over one on my way in, fell over, landed on this ankle, twisted it, and then as I tried to correct myself, I did the other one as well, and I bruised both my knees and walked around like it all day. Oh, it was so sore, but we'd just got there. And I managed to power on through. But when we got out of the car, like when we arrived back here, after I'd been walking around on them all day and then just sat still for like nearly 3 hours, I couldn't walk. Meg had to help me into the house. It was awful, but it's a lot better today. It still hurts. I'm not very good at going downstairs. I have to go one step at a time. But we had a good day out anyway. We didn't manage to go on as many rides as I'd hoped. I absolutely love theme park rides. I love them. I don't like fair rides, you know, like local fairs. I don't like that sort of ride, but I love big rides. And so does Meg. but we found out that if she goes on big rides, it takes her about an hour to 2 hours to recover after she's been on one. She goes as white as a sheet and has to sit down, have some water and a sweet biscuit before she can carry on. But we still had a really good day. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get on. I'll show you what I've been making. I haven't filmed in ages, have I? I did March vlogs, and then April we had half term. Oh, and then, I'll tell you about that as we go along anyway. It's no big deal. Right, so I'm going to start with these. You would have seen these if you did watch my March vlogs. Oh, they're lovely. So I'm treating myself at the moment to a yarn club every month. And this was one from Fibre Fox. I don't know if it was the February or the March one. I think it may have been February. Now, she is doing a club based on pictures, illustrations from a Disney film. This one was called Once Upon a Dream, and this is the wool, the colour. Isn't it lovely? I've got two, obviously, because these have been finished a long time. I'm going to put these on tonight. Yeah, so it's Fibre Fox Yarn Club, and it's called Once Upon a Dream. The pattern, I actually won this pattern. Well, I didn't win it. Somebody else won it and gave it to me. Lovely Sue won it in Gaynor from Tales from Cuckoo Land's giveaway. And she said I could have the pattern. Oh, it's lovely. So the pattern, I've made a list. The pattern is By the Shore Socks, and it's by Nancy Wheeler. Now, there is supposed to be more space between these two, you know, like these bits here, but I didn't read the pattern properly. So when I make them again, which I will do, I will make them properly. But they're really lovely. I've got to be careful, the dogs are in there looking out the window. They could bark at any moment. But aren't they lovely? I love this pattern. I love like ripply knitting patterns. I think there's a Stephen West shawl, isn't there, that's all ripples. Oh, speaking of shawls, I saw Helen Stewart from Curious Handmade the other day hinting that she's going to be doing another mystery knit along, which is such good news. I love her mystery knit alongs. So I think you know what you're going to get with Helen Stewart. I don't think I'd ever do a Stephen West one because I want to know what I'm getting with him. Let's just put it that way. I do like his patterns, but I do want to know what I'm getting, because quite often as well, like I think the last one was a 5 skein shawl, and that's a lot of money, isn't it, if you don't like the end result. So yeah, I want to know what I'm getting. But I think Helen Stewart is, I don't mean this to sound offensive, but I think it's quite safe. I know what I'm going to get. So there they are. And I can wear them now. Jasper, will you look after these, please? Go on, look after them. I'm going to cross these off my list so I don't get in a muddle. So that the wool was by Fibre Fox, and it was By the Shore Socks by Nancy Wheeler. Right, so I've got another club here. So this was, let's think, I don't know which month it was, but I ordered from Giddy Yarns her monthly sock club, and she's doing Beatrix Potter themed colours this time, and the theme was the tale of Tom Kitten. Now he is my favourite person from the Beatrix Potter books. In fact, there he is. Come on, Tom. This is a tiny one. The children bought me this for Mother's Day a few years ago. But I do love Tom Kitten. I used to have a big one. I wonder where that's gone. I remember I went uptown with my friend on the bus, and I bought it from like a card shop that sold soft toys and things. I think it cost me about £25 in like the 90s. My mum went bananas. She was furious with me for spending so much money. But I've still got it. She thought it was a waste of money. Still got it though. I think you have to divide. No, I'm not going to get into my theory on money wasting. Lovely. Anyway, I'll show you the socks, shall I? So here they are. I've finished them. These are by Curious Handmade. It was from one of the handmade sock societies. I can't remember which one. It might be two. And these are called the Winter Rose socks. Isn't it lovely? Now, I went to the East Anglian Yarn Festival. Hang on, we've got a bobble. And I met Helen, and she showed me the picture in the Beatrix Potter book that this colour was going to be based on. Oh, and it matches it perfectly. Isn't it lovely? I was so pleased when I opened it up. It's just so nice. It's got specks of red, well, more of a pinky colour, dark pink. Well, you can see for yourself what all the different colours are. They're lovely. And I thought, because it's more speckly, isn't it, than anything else. So I thought I'd be able to get away with a highly patterned sock. And I think I have. I just love them. Now I bought from the festival as well a pair of Knit Pro Cubics. If you don't know what they are, I'll tell you. They're square needles. And I got on okay doing the cuff with them. But when it came to... Hang on. I used that opportunity to go and get them. So... Oh no, they're high-highs. These two are cubics. I don't know if you can see, but they are square. And I got on okay doing the cuff. But this pattern required knitting some stitches together. And when it came to doing that, oh, it was awful. And I had to swap back to my normal higher steels. Because... Oh, like the corners of them, and they're not like, they're round corners, do you know what I mean? They're not harsh, sharp corners, but the sensation of them and several stitches as well was not pleasant for me. So I'll try them again, but with, like, if I'm going to do something with self-striping or something that's not going to require me doing any special stitches. So something, I'm just trying to think if I've got some wool that I can just make, I'm sure I have, that I can just knit some plain socks with. And I'll try them with that, but these for me don't match with patterned designs. For me, you know, some people will probably love it, but just the sensation of the, oh, I can't describe what I mean. I think you'll have to experience it. But when you're knitting lots of tight stitches, not tight stitches, but you know what it's like to knit 2 or 3 stitches together at once with 2 needles that don't want to sit together in the right way. Yeah, I won't use them again for patterned things, but I'll definitely try them again for a pair of plain socks. So I'm going to have a look through actually, because I'm sure I've got something that I can make. I wonder if I've got something. Oh yeah, I know what I can do. So I'll try them again and let you know what I think. If you care what I think, you probably don't. Right, so my last pair of socks that I've got to show you now. or like these ones. These are DK socks. And it's another pattern. Oh, hang on, I'll just tell you about my sock club for this month. So this time, so what have I had so far? I've had Bird Street, I've had Fibre Fox, Giddy Yarns. This time I've got Green Lambkin Yarn. Now Suzanne is doing a Wheel of the Year club. So they're based on, the colourway is going to be based on seasons. So that's exciting. I'm also getting, oh, my advent calendars have started to arrive as well. I've passed them over to Johnny. He's in charge again this year. And I've got Green Lambkin Yarn one again because Suzanne does it as a club, which is, it makes it very manageable for me to pay for, which is brilliant. And the theme for that is, I think it's Christmas music. And yeah, Johnny is in charge. He's got the first 3 packages put away, ready to start giving me on the 1st of December. So that's exciting. Christmas has started to arrive in the house. I feel like I'm talking rubbish. I am, aren't I? Do you like my mug? Lizzie bought me this for Mother's Day. You might have seen it if you watched my March vlogs. I got drunk on Mother's Day with my mum. I've been to the dentist recently. I was going to film this last week, but it was last Tuesday. I posted on Instagram that I've been to the dentist and cried all my mascara off, and everybody said, "Oh, I hope you're all right." But what I didn't tell you, it was just a checkup. But I haven't been to the dentist for, well, it's been a long time, because I'd had a bad experience and it put me off going. But I got to the point with one of my bottom teeth where I just had to go and get it sorted out. So I went and had my checkup on Tuesday. She told me what I needed to have done, and then I went out to make the appointment with the receptionist, and she said, "Oh, we've got an appointment on Thursday." Oh, so I said, yeah, just get it done. But I tell you what, I've never wanted anyone to call in sick so much in all my life as that Thursday. But I went in, had it done, and it's fine. It's fine. And it was okay. And I'll dare go back again now with no trouble at all. I won't mind. Because what I had to have done was an old filling taken out, drilled down, and then refilled. And just, I was expecting it to be awful, but it was fine. As soon as she put the anaesthetic in, that was it. It was fine. Don't know why I got myself in. I know why, because of the last time I went, but there was no need for me to be scared. I've got to make an appointment now because I've got to have 2 more done on this side. But that'll be okay because there's no fillings to be taken out first. That's the bit that I was worried about. Well, I'll just better cross off these socks I've already talked to you about. Right, so some DK socks. I got this lovely wool from the East Anglian Yarn Festival. Oh, I had a lovely day. I met some nice people, lovely people, and lots of people went up to James and said hello to him, and yeah, we had a nice time. Bought some nice stuff. Look! Now, if you've never watched this before, you might not know, but I have got, or had, a hot water bottle for a very, very long time. It was a frog from Wind in the no, it was Toad of Toad Hall from Wind in the Willows, but I called him Uncle Simon. I carry him everywhere with me, but unfortunately got very, very threadbare. So I had to invest in another one, so I got Sweep. He's second hand, and I didn't wash him, so I don't know who he's been in bed with before he came to live with me, but do we ever know, hey? So here he is. This is Sweep. He's my new hot water bottle, and Uncle Simon is retiring on the bed upstairs. I've got to redo Sweep's Velcro because it's come off, so he's lovely. Lizzie, I'll tell you a funny story about, well, if you want to hear it. I got told off the other day by a viewer. Someone said, I'd love to watch you, but you just keep going down rabbit holes and I find it very hard to watch. So this probably isn't your cup of tea, but we'll see. Anyway, Lizzie, when she was a lot younger, she was obsessed with dogs. She still loves dogs, but obsessed. In fact, look what we got it from. This is what James won for at Alton Towers. So he wins these things because he's really, really good at basketball. And you know the things where you can chuck a basketball in the hoop and then you win a prize? He can do that like really easily. So this is what we got. Isn't it lovely? I'll hold it up so you can see how big it is. So when we went on rides, it had to sit by the side and wait for us to get off. His name is Rapid, after the Rapids, apparently. Anyway, yeah, so Lizzie was obsessed with dogs. And during this obsession, Pudsey was on Britain's Got Talent. And she absolutely loved him. And then Pudsey died. And I thought, I can't have her finding out because she loved him so much. We had the DVD and we used to watch it. We went to see it at the cinema. Pudsey the movie. I thought, I can't have her and have her knowing about it because I thought she'd be heartbroken. But somehow, I think she knew. I said something to her like, Lizzie, there's some bad news about someone. Do you want to know it? And she said, no, I don't want to know it. So I said, okay. And then it was that day we went shopping in Aldi. And without thinking, I just got the newspaper, put it in the trolley, and there on the front of because I read the Sun. I know some of you won't approve of me reading the Sun. There on the front of the Sun, it said something like, Pudsey is dead. And she looked at it and she went, Pudsey's dead. Is Pudsey dead? I said, yeah. She said, oh, thank goodness for that. I thought it was going to be Sweep. She thought it was going to be Sweep from the Sooty show. Yeah. I'm going to just show you these socks now and stop running on. Right, so these are called the Meet Cute socks and they're by Curious Handmade. This was from a Knit Vent collection. I don't think it was last year or the year before, maybe the year before that. But it's the Meet Cute socks. I'm sure you'll be able to find them if you Google them. They're in DK, and as you can see, they've got a cable down them. Oh, I love cable. Now, this yarn was dyed by, it's from Chromatic Yarns by Corner of Craft, and the colour is Cold Resistance. It is absolutely beautiful. These are some of my favourite colours. Yeah, and I got it from the East Anglian Yarn Festival. I want to make some more DK socks. I think these are the first ones I've ever made for me. Are they? No, I did test knit some, didn't I, for Kay from the Bakery Bears. Yeah, but I gave those to Lizzie, didn't I? So these ones are these are for me. What have I got there? Oh, that's just an end I need to snip. I'll do that in a little while. But they're lovely. I loved making them. I made them on because I've just kitchened the toes on these. I made them on a 3.25mm needle, which was the suggested size. I feel like I can't find my words today. They're lovely, aren't they? So it'll be nice to put these on. I just love these colours. Turquoises, pinks, blues, green. And I think it's been dyed so nicely. Can you see where every single stitch is a different colour? I love that. Beautiful, beautiful. So they are going to be warm very soon. I might put them on in a minute. I've got tights on today. It's a lovely day outside. But my house is a cold house, so I still have to have my hot water bottle and I have to have something on my feet. I've got tights on at the moment. Right, I've got some nice orange tea. I don't normally drink this sort of tea, but I'm into it at the moment. I go through phases. Right, I'll show you something I've got on the go. I was doing this in the car on the way to Walton Towers because I've realised I'm a better crocheter in the car than I am a knitter. I'm a very nervous passenger. Luckily, James's uncle let us borrow his car for the weekend. We have got a car, but I don't feel like it's very reliable, so that definitely aided my journey. And so did this, because I can't crochet and look up at the same time. I have to look down. So being able to crochet in the car took my mind off it. Yeah, I'm a very nervous passenger. I was in charge of the sat-nav. I did lose it a few times. I don't mean I lost it. I don't mean I lost the sat-nav. I meant... Oh, never mind. Anyway, so this is a new blanket I've started. I'm making it with this. It's Stylecraft Naturals Bamboo and Cotton. It's absolutely lovely. It feels lovely. I've been touching this up in my local wool shop for a little while now. And I gave in. Well, I didn't give in. I just got some because I wanted some. But I didn't know what to do with it. But then I was crocheting a blanket for my friend, which I'll show you in a minute. And I finished that and I missed having some crochet to do. So I thought I'd start a granny stripe one. Because that is why I taught myself to crochet. Because all I wanted was a granny stripe blanket. And I've done one. I've never done another. So I thought I'd start one. So it's lovely. Let me tell you what it is. It's 60% bamboo, 40% cotton, vegan friendly. It's ever so soft. These are the colours I've gone for. I'll just hold the blanket up in a minute, but greens, pinks, reds, cream, and a little bit of peach. So I'm making the, what's it called? Granny Stripe blanket by Lucy from Attic 24. I'm just using her pattern. And I've done, so I did all from there up to there on the journey. From that green stripe there all the way up. I've even sewn in my ends apart from that one. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep going until I've used up all the wool. It's so soft, and I think you can tell it's just not gonna pill at all. Of course it's not, but oh, I wish you could all come and feel it and have a squish, because it's really, really lovely. I'd quite like to try knitting with it next. I love this colour. Probably didn't like me though. I wonder if they do a navy blue. This is DK, but it doesn't feel like it. But I quite often think that cotton DK doesn't feel like DK. Do you know what I mean? But it's lovely and smooth. I'm doing it with a 3.5mm hook. And that reminds me, I've one dropped down into the bit between the seats in James's uncle's car. So we'll have to see if I can get that back somehow. But I'm just going to keep going until I've used it all up. Oh, it's lovely. I'm already thinking about a border, and I can't think what I'd do for one, so we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I've got a long way to go before I get to a border, so I don't really need to worry about it. There. This is staying in one of my baskets. This is an old one. I thought about making some more like this for my shop. So I'm into making cream linen baskets at the moment. But these are some I made for my shop ages ago and they never sold. So I kept them. Spilt coffee down the side. I need to put it in the washing machine. Time for a little bit of knitting, but I don't know if anyone would be interested. Ah, Lillian, I've got your bed ready just in case you wanted to join us. Here she is. Your little bed is here. Do you want to get in it? Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, we've got new neighbours. 2 men. I've been round, introduced myself, took them some flowers and a box of chocolates, and I think I might have caught them at a bad time. Yeah, they've built a... Oh, this weekend, well, it was Sunday, they've built a big gazebo in their backyard. Dogs got on top of it. I'll put a picture in here because I'm going to have to stick 2 bits together. So I'll see if I can put... I've got to stop so I remember to put it in there. He's so naughty. Hang on. Yes, I'll remember to put it in now because I'll say I'll put a picture of Doug in here and I'll just forget. I've had to zoom in on it because there's a pair of my knickers on the washing line. So if I show you the big version of it, you... Sorry about the rocking. Lillian's just getting comfortable in her bed. He's so naughty. I couldn't believe it. He got on it this... He was up there this morning when I called him in for his breakfast. I don't think they're cat people. I don't think they're animal people. Because he was sitting outside when they were moving in and they didn't even like if I see a cat outside someone's house, I can't leave it alone. I touch it. So yeah, they weren't interested. So we'll see. Yeah, he'll probably end up getting told off. But I don't know what I can do to stop him going up there. We'll just have to see what they say. It's quite a flimsy structure as well, so I hope he doesn't break it or make a hole in it. The thing is, they've put it so near the fence, it's really easy for him to get on it. If they move it more up a little bit, he won't be able to get to it. Right, let's see. Well, I'll show you this as another blanket. So you will have seen this if you will have watched my March vlogs. This was made for a friend of mine. And the baby's been born. I think she must have come early. I haven't asked my friend too much about it yet because I don't want to bombard with questions because I'm sure there's lots of other people asking questions. But I've wished her well. And yeah, the baby's fine. Mummy's fine as well. But I haven't had a chance to give this to her yet because the baby came sooner than we were expecting. So it's lovely. So here we are. This is the June blanket by Attic24 again. I crocheted it for my friend. I just made it from all the pastel cotton that I had in stock. But I did go out and buy a couple extra as well. I think I'm showing it to you the wrong way round. It's lovely, isn't it? I love all these colours. Yeah, so I really missed making this, and that's why I started to make myself a bigger blanket. It's lovely. So now the baby's been born and I know the baby's name. I'm going to stitch a little panel down there and put her name on it. She's ever so sweet. I've seen some pictures of her. Yeah, so there's more about this in my March vlogs, but it didn't take me very long to do because we were supposed to have a baby shower for her, but it didn't go ahead because there were quite a few people because this is a lady I used to work with in my office before I stopped working there. Well, a friend of mine. Yeah, they were supposed to have a baby shower, but it didn't go ahead. So I think there were some people off sick, so I didn't end up going. So this will be passed on to my friend. when I see it. It's difficult, isn't it, when someone has a baby, because, you know, I want to go and see the baby, but I bet everybody wants to go and see the baby, don't they? So I'll wait. I feel silly now, I don't know why. I'm a bit scared of drinking out of cups in this house at the moment. We had a horrible incident the other day. So it was the morning and I'd got up, made myself a cup of coffee, went and sat in the front room, got to the end of it and I thought there was something in my cup, and I looked. It was a piece of spaghetti. And I just put it down to shoddy washing up. I didn't think anything of it, but felt absolutely disgusted by it, because I don't like that sort of stuff. I don't like dirty washing stuff. And I don't like dirty washing up stuff either. Like, oh, if there's like fish fingers, like if a bit of that has got wet in the bowl, can't stand it. So that's what I thought. It was just shoddy washing up, and it had like got in the bottom. Anyway, later on that day, Johnny had a cup of tea and he come downstairs and he said, who did the washing up? Because they didn't do a very good job. And in the bottom of his cup there was spaghetti as well. Now James and Lizzie were in the front room through there. I was sitting in here. I think I was doing some work or something, some sewing. And I could see James's face, and he said, Mum had some spaghetti in her cup this morning, because he thought it was like something like that, an end. He said, I'm always finding them in your cup. That's what it'll be. Because when I sew ends in, I just put them in my cup to carry them to the kitchen. I said, no, James, it was definitely spaghetti. Well, we got to the bottom of it. It turned out Lizzie had been watching someone on TikTok boil up spaghetti in a kettle. She put some spaghetti in the kettle, panicked, couldn't get it out, just left it. So you see the filter bit in our kettle, it's got a little thing that comes down and that bit's come off. So whatever's in the bottom of the kettle just goes in our cups. Yeah, it was horrible. But I've got it all out and I fished it all out. Right, what else have we got here? I'll show you my cardigan. So this cardigan, I've put this one on here so that you can make a comparison. Compare and contrast, just like you used to at school. So I finished it, but I haven't put my buttons on yet. This is the Tory cardigan by Martin Story. And it's from Rowan magazine, number 65, I believe. Now, I made it from, let me tell you what I made it from first. This. Stylecraft, recreate, 100% recycled yarn. It is. Oh, last time I gave you a rundown of what it all was. 40% wool from recycled garments, 30% acrylic, also from garments that have been recycled, and 30% polyester that comes from plastic bottles. Manufactured by expert spinners in Turkey, Recreate is a wonderfully soft DK yarn with a conscience. So I use this colour here, which is, I think it's called Rose, yes, and then this one, which is Ecru. I've got quite a bit left. I only used 3 balls. I bought 5, but used 3 to make the whole thing. Now let me see if you can see the colour of this stuff. Now I did block it. I thought I'd just try it and see what happened, and it did block really well actually. Now can you see all the different colours in this? In this patch here, I can see blue, green, red, yellow. I don't know if you can see tiny little specks of all different colours all the way through it, which I absolutely love. I love a little bit of interest. It's not like that with the white colour that I've used, but with the pink, there's speckles all the way through it. I presume that's because it's recycled and it's like the little bits of the other stuff that they've used and then dyed over the top. So the arms on this is my original one. I made this one last year. They're supposed to be patterned, but I couldn't be doing with that. I couldn't be doing with lining all this up. I'm not bothered by it, and I do like plain sleeves. So I didn't do the pattern again. Let me show you the back. I wanted a pink bunny cardigan, and I've got a pink bunny cardigan. So there we are. There's all the bunnies on the back. I don't want to put it on. I'll put it on when it's got some buttons, because I've got a top underneath that makes me look very, let's just say, voluptuous, and I don't want to put that on YouTube. So if you look at the pattern on this one, you can see there's toadstools, all sorts of this sort of stuff here, and then there's this leafy stuff. This green is way too close to the blue. If I was to do it again, I'd do a lighter shade. Bunnies, these, and then it starts again. I didn't want all that. I just wanted pure bunny with a little bit of stuff at the bottom. So I just did the leafy bit and the bunnies for this one. So now I've just got to get the buttons. So I'll show you this next time. It did block really nicely. I've got a pink gingham dress that James bought me that I'm going to wear it with. And I think it'll be nice with blue jeans. I don't know, I just think it'll be nice with everything really. I'm ever so pleased with it. I did think about doing one black bunny, but I didn't in the end. So that's that done. Did I have anything else to tell you about this? Hello, Dennis. You good boy. No, I don't think I have. I don't think I've got anything else to tell you about that. Let's have a bit more of this tea. Where are you off to? I think I've shut the back door, Dennis, so you won't be able to go out. The last thing, but I'm not going to show it to you because I don't want to. Shall I show it to you? I don't know. No, I'm not. It's a cowl that I made, but I'm not going to show it to you because I don't want to. Because I made the pattern up myself. I was going to write it up, but I don't want to. I can't be bothered. I can't think of anything worse than writing down a pattern, so I'm not going to. I'll just wear it someday and you can show it. You can say, oh, what's that? And I'll tell you then. But I love it, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I feel a bit funny about it, so I won't. Anyway, this is the only thing, apart from that crochet blanket, that I've got on the go at the moment. It's a pair of socks for James. All of his socks have gone threadbare all at the same time. He wears them all the time now, which is good. But I haven't had very much enthusiasm to make him socks recently. I'm still on the same pair that I will have shown you last time. So here they are. They are West Yorkshire Spinners, and the colourway is Nigel. And this was sent to James. This wool was actually sent to him by one of my viewers. He's got quite a good collection here actually. So I do need to get through it. So I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to knit this before I start anything else, and that'll get done nice and quickly. Because he does keep going on about it. So I won't show you these again. I'm just going to, when I've done them, I'm going to give them to James, because all he keeps running on about It's how threadbare his socks are, but how much he loves them. And he tried this one on last night and he went, oh, oh yes. So I've got to get them done for him. Lovely, aren't they? And then he can pick his next pair and I'll start them. I think that's it, everybody. I don't think this has been very good, has it? I feel like I haven't said anything at all. It's been a long time and it's just been a load of rubbish as usual. I'm tired. I still haven't recovered from my trip to Alton Towers. I'll just show you these. I've been collecting for my, these are for work, these are for knitting my teddy bears and bunnies and things from my shop. These are the Ducky Darlings. She does a scrappy mini club every month and I've been collecting them because they're just right for baby bears, baby rabbits, baby pandas, baby bunnies, all that sort of gang. So I've been using these for their jumpers, but they're lovely, aren't they? I think these were the April ones. It was these ones and one other. I don't know which was the other one. Maybe it's through there, or maybe I've used it because I did use a few. I might have used it actually. They're lovely, aren't they? So expect some little mates in my shop soon with jumpers in these colours. Anyway, I'm going to talk about my shop now. So if you don't want to hear about it, then I'll say goodbye and I'll see you next time, hopefully. Right, so I've got another teddy bear club coming to my shop and it's going to be on, and I've written it down here, Thursday the 5th of May at 6 p.m. This time the theme is lavender and lilacs and the animal is going to be baby bears. I haven't done baby bears for a year now, so I'm looking forward to making them, and they're going to be little brown bears as well. If you look on Instagram, I made some rabbits for my shop last week, some little brown rabbits, and they're going to be made out of the same fabric as them because that's lovely to use, and I think that they came out really nicely. So yeah, baby bears in the theme of lavender and lilacs, and they'll be in my shop on Thursday at 6 o'clock. They are posted out within 3 to 4 weeks. They take a little while because they're all hand stitched together. The jumpers are all hand knitted and they just generally take a long time, and they're very hard on my hands to do. In fact, I found it hard to knit after I'd done the last batch. I don't know why. And I found it hard to knit after or maybe my hands are just, it's just taken its toll on my hands, I don't know. So let me tell you what Teddy Bear Club is. So you get a little teddy bear. It's about that big. I'd say about 11 centimetres tall. They have a pair of knickers on and they will be dressed in the theme of whatever the club is. So this time it's lavender and lilac. So use your imagination and I'm sure you'll... I don't know what I was going to say. I don't know what I was going to say then. Yeah, so they'll just be dressed to that theme. I tend to keep it seasonal. I know what the next one is going to be already, so... But anyway, let's just stick with this time. Lavender and lilacs and baby bears. Oh, they're going to be ever so sweet. Well, yeah, they will be. Really sweet. And then I've got another shop update. I was expecting my fabric to arrive before I filmed this so I could show you the fabric. Oh, I've ordered some lovely fabric. But I'll post a picture of it on Instagram once it arrives. I thought it'd be here today, but it's not. Never mind. That's beautiful, but I'll have to get stuck in with that when it arrives. And I'll definitely dress, because this is going to match the colours of it. So if you like these, this is the colour of the fabric that I've ordered. It's blue, yellow, green, sort of lilacs, and it's got pink with it as well. Oh, it's absolutely lovely. I can't wait to show it to you, but that will be here soon. I'll put a picture on Instagram. Now, I've been asked if I'm going to be doing teddy bear advent calendars this year. Yes, I am. Now, last year I did teddy bears. This year I'm going to do bunnies. Getting bunny ready for Christmas. Last year I did getting teddy ready for Christmas. This year I'm going to be getting bunny ready for Christmas. But I'll tell you about that next time. I will tell you when they're going to go on sale though, because I need to give myself more time. Last time I put them on sale on the 1st of August, and I absolutely didn't give myself enough time because it was all individually made. Project bag, clothes for the teddy bear, everything was handmade apart from one thing, and I gave myself 2 months to do it, as well as other stuff as well. It wasn't enough time. It wasn't enough time at all. So this time I'm going to put them on sale on, I think it's Saturday, July the 2nd, and that should give me a bit more time to get them all done. And I'm not going to make anything until I've sold some, if I sell some, because it's a lot of work if people aren't going to want them. So yeah, they'll all be pre-orders, obviously. If you'd like to know more about that, there is a video of last year's, I think it might be called Stitched by Mrs. D Advent Bear spoiler video. But I'll tell you more about that next time, because I'm going to try and come back in a couple of weeks, so I don't have so much to tell you about next time. Well, I think that's it. I'll try and come back in a couple of weeks and tell you about some more stuff. There's a link in the description box that will take you to all my different places that I've got, a link to my Etsy shop and all that sort of stuff. So I think that's it. Oh, it hasn't been very good. I'm going to watch it back now. Make sure I haven't let any swear words slip in. I don't think I have I? We'll see. Alright everybody, it's been nice to see you again. Sorry I left it so long. I won't leave it so long next time. I'm going to go and find some buttons to put on this cardigan. I think I might need to go at the shop though. I've got a lot of buttons, but I haven't got a lot of the same thing. Alright, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching everybody. Bye bye.